We now proceed to question number 59, which has been asked by the Honorable Meshoe, the Minister of Human Settlement, Water and Sanitation. The Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much, House Chair. House Chair, I'd like to thank Honorable Meshoe for asking the question, because it's a very topical matter that we're trying to deal with. It's been a crisis for this country for about 10 years or so. Finally, we have been given a report by the Human Rights Commission, which allows us to take on the responsibility with more powers given to us. The Human Rights Commission started investigating the issue of the Vaal some 4 years ago, maybe even more, and has been in touch with us on a regular basis to tell us about the crisis in the Vaal. We have been aware of the crisis in the Vaal, and we have been visiting the Vaal and trying to solve the problem. However, the report of the Human Rights Commission comes as a relief to us, because it empowers us to do what we need to do. It gives us the responsibility to enforce Section 63 over the Vaal, and therefore take over the responsibility of all the things that will happen in the Vaal, so that we are able to do what needs to be done, which is to solve the problem of the Vaal. House Chair, the report of the Human Rights Commission has been met with mixed feelings. The local municipality is not too happy with us taking the powers given to us by Section 63, but we are elated because it gives us the responsibility fully to do what needs to be done. We received the report 2 weeks ago. I have since written a letter and sent the report to Minister of Kokta so that I can get her concurrence in taking over the responsibilities that were otherwise under a municipality. And I have since written to the Premier to indicate to him that this is what we're going to do. We have put together a team from my office, and we have conducted extensive studies of what it is that has caused what we have in the Vaal. And what we have discovered is absolutely amazing, but it also allows us the possibility to resolve the problem that needs to be resolved. With the support that we hope to get from Parliament, with the support that we hope to get from Treasury. You will remember that the first intervention in the Vaal was proclaimed by the Minister of Finance, and he requested the Defence Force to go in there and clean up the Vaal. The problem in the Vaal is not the Vaal itself, but everything else that flows from Mpumalanga, Free State, Northwest, and all the other areas flowing into the Vaal. The problem in the Vaal is that it was not intended to cater for what it is catering for. The problem in the Vaal is that there has been a whole build-up around that area of human settlements with informal settlements, with all the sanitation flowing into a dam that was not ready for that. And everything that could go wrong has gone wrong at the Vaal. And we are glad to take over with the support of the Human Rights Commission. We hope we have the support of Parliament. We will be tabling this before Parliament because we will be requesting additional resources to be able to clean up the Vaal.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable members, if the Honorable orator is ready, I'd like to hand over to her, but I will call the first supplementary question for Mr. That will be asked by the Honorable Meshoe.
Thank you, Chairperson, and thank you, Honorable Minister, for your reply. It is encouraging to hear that you are looking with excitement to deal with that problem that has been plaguing that area for many years. For those who are not aware, raw sewage has been flowing into the Vaal River from pump stations in the Mfuleni municipality for many years now, posing environmental and health risks to communities that include Vereeniging, Sebokeng, Boipatong, and Sharpeville. What I want to know is that, Honorable Minister, as the Defense Force managed to fix about 3 primary treatment tanks out of 39, when will the rest of the pumps be repaired so that the affected communities will not be condemned to live under the appalling and unhealthy conditions for the rest of their lives? I thought the environmental study you spoke about was done by the SANDF. If it was not satisfactory, can you enlighten us why you are going to do that again when the SANDF did it already? Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Reverend Meshoe. No, the Defense Force did not do the kind of environmental study that would help us resolve the problem. The Defense Force was called in almost on an emergency basis to clean up the Vaal, and that is what they have done. We have since put together a team of people who are going to put together the whole all the studies that have been done in that area. The problems did not start with either my term or my predecessor's term or the previous predecessor. It has always been a problem. The dam was built in 1903. 1903 to service the burgeoning industries around mining towns, to service the burgeoning Afrikaner, predominantly poor Afrikaner farming around the Vaal. And since then it has become several areas put together. But the dam itself, with all of that which is required for rectification, has not been upgraded. We have concluded a study now, and we intend to take it to Cabinet. We will share it with Parliament. We will be asking Rand Water to be our responsible entity over the Vaal. We will be creating employment for the people of the Vaal. We will be dealing with this matter with the business community of the Vaal, because they have been complaining and their businesses have suffered quite a lot. So we have begun to create an environment where it is possible for us to bring in everybody who's able to assist us But the environmental study will be available and will be made available to the portfolio committee. And it consists of the study of the Human Rights Commission, various other studies that have been conducted. It consists of the history of the Vaal, which was never intended to do what it is doing now. So we are continuing with we're continuing.
The Honorable Minister, your time for response on that first follow-up